Nah, nigga, we gonna talk about it. Fuck all that.
Exclusives.
All right. Fuck all that exclusives. We back again. We got in the building today.
This Black3theory in the building.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
You can speak up, man. They ain't gonna bite you, man.
I got you, yeah. Nah, I'm Master Eon. Well, one half of Black3theory.
Yeah, for sure. Novasin, the other half of Black3theory.
Okay, so introduce yourselves. Let them know who y'all are, man. Y'all relationship and everything.
Oh,
Well,
for sure. First off, we're brothers, as you can see.
Who big bro?
Boom. Actually, like, he's the reason I even got up into this. But he's 89, I'm 92. So this is my brother.
Most people would think he's the big brother thing. Cause he like what are you, 6?
I'm just 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm like 5'7".
But
He didn't look too happy about that height discrepancy. That's all I'm gonna say. I was just kicked out of the front. You know, I can read body language. He ain't feeling that.
Whatever.
He's gonna be a 6 foot nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Water under the bridge. Water under
But yeah, man. So y'all brothers, man. So that's dope. When did y'all get introduced to like music? Like when did you even start loving it?
Man.
long time ago, like, so my older brother is young Trey, right? And I don't know if y'all ever, if you're aware of him, but we kind of came through with him and King Cobra and stuff like that. And
Shout out to the bro.
Man,
GMB.
that for sure. And him and my brother used to do music all the time. So like, my brother passed in like 2006, but King Cobra kept going and stuff like that. And like, pretty much over time, we just kind of branched off through him, and he kind of taught us how the Pro Tools worked and all this type of shit like that. And we kind of just been rocking since about maybe 2010, 9.
Hey.
You know
Small
what I'm saying?
world. Because I didn't know that. I knew your brother. I didn't know that was your brother though.
Wow.
And I knew him through Cobra.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy. Small world, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But and salute to Cobra, man, because he's low key. He's very instrumental with a lot of people that do music. As far as the circle that he had, like the people that I met him through, man, they were all good people. And actually just made some shit for him recently that we finna drop soon.
Of course.
But yeah, man, that's a hard working motherfucker, man.
That nigga's always working. I'm
Hustle,
working. I'm
man.
working on some stuff with him too right now. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he don't. And one thing I like, bro, he don't waste no time, dog. When he hear a beat, bro, 2 seconds into the beat, if he like it, give me that.
Right.
Man.
Right. Hey, in 10 minutes later, the song's done.
The song.
So that's
Man.
that's that nigga. That nigga's he's a genius.
That nigga's the type of nigga, like, I'll sit there and make a beat for this dude, and like as I'm making it, the nigga, before I make the beat or it's done and everything is finished, this nigga's alright, I got the song, bro. You done? Like, I'm like, nigga, nah, I ain't even got all the sounds yet, dog. Like, what you tripping on? He's like, nah, I'm already ready, dog. Here, listen to this though. Like, nah, that nigga's fire, bro. Shout out to that nigga, dog.
Yeah, man. So, at what time did y'all start writing songs, or was y'all starting off freestyling, or how did it even start?
Man, cause I don't really freestyle, to be honest. Well, I freestyle when I make songs per se, like, but nah, man, I really got started into writing around the time my brother passed, cause it was like something that I knew I could do, but it's just like I didn't really want to write. Like, I was more like, when I was a kid, I wanted to do more production. I just didn't. But when my brother passed, it was more like, damn. Not like I had to, like.
You have to carry the torch.
Yeah, man. I just had to carry the torch, bro. I just felt it in my bones. You know what I mean? And plus, that dude, he was super talented, bro.
Yes.
He was super talented.
Yeah, man. So he started writing first.
Absolutely. And then pretty much for me as a kid, I was a skateboarder. Like I kind of was kind of popular with like the skater kids because I have this I suffer from this disease called hereditary pigmentosa. So I'm legally blind, right? Mm-hmm. So as a kid, I was kind of pretty much like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I was out there just skating and kind of getting good and stuff like that. And as my vision kind of started to deteriorate, my brothers and my stepbrothers and different people already knew I was already in music. And when I just jumped in. It was easy for me to just start writing and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much how I got introduced to music, long story short.
That's the question, nigga.
Well, how do you write it since you're legally blind? Like, you know, what's the process that you go through?
Alright, man. I actually have a crazy story. So, like, when I first started writing, I was like 17, right? And, like, I still had a lot more vision than I do now, right? So I was able to, I actually love the intimacy with writing songs, like with the actually pen and pad. Like, freestyle is cool. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I could do it. But like I like the intimacy of just thinking about your thoughts and putting it down, scrapping something up and putting it, right? And I was able to kind of learn how to do that before my sight got to where it was. And now at this point in time, I kind of just more like, I write in my head. I don't want to call it a freestyle because it's not a freestyle. It's more like just a well thought out. That's just my memory's crazy. So I can think like some shit in my head and then I can spit it, or I can just go into the booth because my brother mixes and masters. I can just go in there and punch in until the song's done. But I usually just, or shit, being honest, I like to write on my phone too because I have like accessible technology. So, I mean, I find ways to make sure the track is done. But how I create is just really in my head. I'll think about 8 bars, really think about it, and then now I know it. And then I think about the next 8 bars or however it comes to me, and then I'll put it down.
Okay, so you explain your writing process. Who were some of your earliest influences that wasn't like some people that was in the industry that you was like, damn, these motherfuckers dope?
Okay,
Shit,
easy
go
peasy,
first.
dog. Like,
you can go first.
Okay, first off, and I've been seeing these, like, Tupac is just one of my favorite, not so much, I mean, that's a little bit before my time, but I almost felt like he grew up in my household with me because he was a big influence on my brother, Trey. So, even as a kid, I knew every Tupac song and every album and stuff like that. So that was kind of like my basis to hip-hop for me.
Right.
Then the person that I most identify with in hip-hop, I would say Lupe Fiasco.
I swear to God, bro, I was hoping you said that, dog.
But for
I
sure.
sat there and watched his rebuttal to Kanye yesterday, and I thought about you the whole time. I'm like, dog, it seems like this nigga right here. I swear to God, dog.
What did he say to Kanye?
He was responding because talking about why Kanye is so disconnected.
I saw that this morning, actually. It's crazy.
And then he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, like Kanye is he says Kanye's always been Kanye. It's just now he's Kanye in a different environment.
Right.
He's around crazy motherfuckers.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So his touch of reality, the
It's
people he
gone.
came up with are not on his side no more. So the only people that's around him right now are the people that want to keep the party going. That have a $1 million vase just to have it.
Right.
So Kanye doesn't relate to the motherfucker that's still riding on the bus.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He's so
It's in a
removed
bubble.
from that.
It's a
So
bubble.
his views on anything is from his current state. He ain't thinking. There's still some real niggas out here that gotta get up and go to work every goddamn day.
Exactly.
Working 9 to 5, making $15 an hour or something like that. Everybody don't just got 50 mil just chilling. You feel what I'm saying? And as Lupe talking about it, he's like, nigga, I know the nigga Kanye, nigga. I don't look at, he's like, niggas in Chicago don't look at Kanye the same.
Right.
And as I swear to God, I just watched the shit, I was watching this shit, I was like, dog, I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, dog, this is just like this, man, bro.
Thank you, man.
That shit crazy. And it's just like the way that you paint pictures with your raps, there's Lupe all day.
Damn it.
Man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Yes,
that
Lupe
to the
all day,
fullest.
Man.
That was great. Thank you so much.
No, I'm just keeping it above, bro. This lit. Crazy how shit happened, bro. But this shit, I just watched this shit yesterday. I think it was like 48 minutes. I sat there and watched the whole goddamn thing.
Wow.
Shit was wild.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Watching your interviews has been really insightful for me just as a student because I feel like I know so much stuff about, outside territory, and I don't even know what's going on in my backyard. And watching your interviews for me is so insightful. A shout out to F.A.D.E as well. I learned about the whole Wayne's Wings things, and shout out to Dice Photos, and I learned about how he came from such big people around him and stuff like that. And it's just really inspiring to know exactly what's going on, and you witnessing, like, this was before cameras and before all this vlogging stuff. You're a jewel to the city. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, but you know the reason why this is even happening is because I say San Antonio is a fucking pot of gold, and the motherfucker that come here and discover this shit, that old man, it's gonna erupt. But the funny thing about it is this channel right here, from what a lot of people don't really be paying attention to. People actually love hip hop here.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just from different views, different opinions and shit. But I have these conversations damn near every day just because I'm passionate about the shit. So I like talking about music and hip hop, and I don't just listen to the music. I love hearing people conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I sit here and watch. That's why I like battle rap so much.
Right.
I can remove the beat and listen to somebody talk.
Exactly.
So when I'm in a room with people that do music, I don't just want to hear you on a song. I want to talk to you so I can know the man or the woman, whoever it is.
Right.
And I do that all the time.
Right.
It seemed like, especially back in the day, because the nigga used to drink and get fucked up. So now I be like, look, man, we all done probably had an episode. Like I said, the path that we crossed, I didn't know that was your brother.
Right.
But through a music conversation, now I know this.
Right.
I didn't even know that y'all knew Cobra like that.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Cobra's.
Since we were kids.
Yeah, man, Cobra's. Man, we known Cobra since before music, bro. Like, before Cobra was rapping, like, when he was in the Air Force, and, like, man, before we used to live down the street, like, they used to go to school together.
Right.
Like in Sinclair, you know what I'm saying? So, that's like a childhood friend. You know what I'm
okay, so
saying?
you say Lupe and Tupac. What about you?
Man, I got for days, but of course, I'm going to just say Jay-Z.
Oh my God,
You
that
know
was
what
my
I
third,
mean?
for sure.
But really though, Pimp C is my favorite artist of all time. That nigga's the GOAT. Regardless.
That nigga.
That nigga's the GOAT, nigga. Niggas don't even really know how much of a GOAT he was. That nigga was smart, bro. He was not only real, but he was smart, bro. That nigga went to school for music and shit like that.
A lot of people still to this day don't know he was that funky ass nigga on that guitar, dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, a lot of people don't even know he produced a lot of his stuff.
I know.
And that blows my fucking mind.
It took me to be like 25 or some shit to find that out.
Yeah. And a nigga was singing to 50 is the greatest. Man, but there's a lot of people. Chameleonaire, bro. Paul Wall, nigga. Like, there's so much. Like, I love Texas. You know what I'm saying? You know? Shit. There's a lot of people.
Hey, y'all originally from San Antonio?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
we're
Born and
from-
raised.
What side?
Like,
Pretty much
around,
like,
like,
South
South
Cross.
Cross and. I want to
Dub.
say. Yeah, WWY.
South Cross,
Said
Dub.
that in unison.
And then,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much where we came up. But we also lived in Lakeside for a while. You know what I'm saying? Then we lived over on, we lived all over San Antonio, to be honest. But really, to be honest, we lived all over the east side. So, I mean, we've stayed, there was a point of time where my people had some houses over in Denver Heights. So we would stay over there sometimes, you know what I mean? My grandfather's actually a big figure here in town. He has a church called Mike Gilead. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's like in the heart of the east side. So the east side was just kind of something we kind of touched into. We
Y'all grew up in the church?
For sure.
Like a lot of us.
Of course.
Was y'all the ones that was excited to go or the ones that was forced to go?
Forced. Facts.
Man, you gotta
For
think
me, at
though.
least.
No, okay, 'cause look, man, and I'm knowledgeable about like the church and stuff like that, but you gotta think, man. Your grandpa's a pastor, your mom is in the church, and of course you getting forced to go to
Oh yeah, you
church.
in there.
You know what I'm saying?
You in there. And
Regardless.
you in there.
And you
more
can't
than
go- you're
one
not
time.
going-
Yes,
You're not gonna
you
go to
going,
sleep.
You're not going
You
to
know
just
what I'm saying?
church. You going to church. You going to Bible study. You going to Saturday school. You
choir
going to Sunday
rehearsal,
school
which
before
Fridays,
church and
you know what I'm
after.
saying?
And you can't leave till they leave.
Yeah, and you know they hit you with the famous line. Oh yeah, we about to go right now. Just go give us a second.
Man.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
It was the
black
parking
people
lot
stuff.
party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They get
yeah,
in the parking lot.
you in the parking lot. You think you about to skate? Nope.
Nope. Be in the car for 45 minutes.
And old folks
Probably
parking lot
more.
pimping.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you. You know how crazy it is. Like my girl, her family got a church
Yeah.
back where she from, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is not a clock in there.
Man. Smart.
Yeah,
And the pastor, if you're
Smart.
if you're new in the church, don't get to looking around or them catching you yawning. They say, oh, you over there yawning. Guess what? You don't see no clock in here.
Man.
We got time for God. We don't need to look at no clock.
Man.
I was like, ooh, wee.
Man.
Ooh wait.
And look, these are peoples. These my girl. The pastor and all that. That's my girl people. What I'm finna do? If I walk out, Nikki, where your little boyfriend went at? I'm gonna hear it all.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's dope. Cause I grew up in the church too. But I actually liked going to church though.
Right. Well, I'm glad. Same like you. Like.
I like going to church for the wrong reason though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like to go to church and kick it.
I understand.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
I do understand.
because it was a lot of kids there. So
Nah.
I'm having a good time.
Most definitely. Yeah.
There was a lot of that, but it's like I also like what it instilled as well, because I do believe in something that's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do believe in something that's.
Of course.
And I appreciate that my grandparents and my mom and different things forced me to go, because now I can appreciate it as an adult. Shit like that.
Right.
But hell yeah, the church was also fun because you get, like you said, you get involved in a lot of fun. I'll say, just because there's a lot of kids, y'all get to spend the night on like the lock-ins and
Yeah.
and,
That was some good stuff,
they got,
man.
like, the heaven,
Yeah.
they got like the
There was
heaven
a
and
lot of it.
hell.
It was
The heaven
Man.
and hell parties where they got like the nachos and the ice cream and shit
Well,
like
man,
that. It was hard.
I don't know, man. And of course you have the exceptions to the rule, but it's like, man, what kid likes to go to church, man? Like, come
You know
on,
what?
like,
You know why I messed up though? I messed up in church.
What's that?
I never asked to get on one of them instruments or somebody teach me.
See,
Man.
and that's real, because my cousin Robbie Forte, he was on the drums. He's actually an artist in San Antonio too.
Right.
But he played the drums for and he still know how to play the drums.
Right. Now he's crazy with it. Like,
And,
Yeah.
and when I was a kid, because I couldn't, now that was a blessing for me. I had to go to a church where the music was heavy. Because if you just in there talking for 4 hours, oh man, I'm going to have trouble in there. Because I know I'm going to probably end up dozing off. I got to have some live music.
Yeah.
But I never just had to, I don't know why it never dawned on me to like, ask them to teach me that. Because I would get mesmerized by the drums or the organ or whatever. And I'd be like, man, how do they do that? And I never thought. I wish I would have. That's probably one of my biggest regrets in life. And I don't even like having regrets. But that right there, I wish I would have done it.
Yeah, see, and he's playing the piano now, but I always wished I would have started playing the piano young. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially with making beats and stuff like that. Just, you know what I mean?
Do you play now?
I figure out.
he kind of fiddle. I be trying to tell him. I be trying to tell him, let's get it.
Yeah, like, man, we have a little bit. Like, we got something. I got, but
So
I need to figure it out,
You
but-
kind of just left the whole fact that you're a beat maker out of the whole equation.
oh yeah,
No, we was going to work our way into that.
yeah.
We was going to work our way into that. So you not only rap,
Mhm.
he already alluded to the fact that you do engineer.
Mhm.
And you're a producer.
Mhm.
Triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
How, I mean, like, walk us through that. Like, okay, you already said that you wanted to be a producer first, but you didn't even. Did you do that first before you started writing?
No, I did not. I started writing
so did you start making beats because you didn't have a producer?
Yeah, man. I like. Hey, I'm gonna break it down because like. Cause I've always wanted to produce, you know what I'm saying, and like I always looked for a producer, you know the struggle of an artist, you know what I mean. You rap, you got bars. Oh man, I got bars, I can rap, and you come to a producer like that, they ain't really trying to hear you if you ain't really about your business, especially if you just a kid. So and man, David Banner said like when he started writing or rapping, he didn't have no producer, so he said I made my own beats. And shit, nigga, that's David Banner.
David Banner did buy a beat from Pimp C though.
Hey, that's Pimp C.
I feel it.
He's the greatest of all time. Hey, I'm a producer. I will buy beats from.
I'll buy beats from you. For sure.
That's all good.
Dog,
For sure.
I buy beats too.
Yeah.
A lot of the times when I try to buy beats from producers, they never accept the money. they be like, no.
Yeah, let me. Because you know they might put it on the credit to be like, hey man. Let me get something from you.
No, because I don't mind. I don't mind. I like working with producers that are also artists. You feel what I'm saying? But they will buy beats from me and I sell it.
Yeah.
But when the shoe on the other foot, I want to spend money with them. They will not take the money. They will not.
Man.
I don't get it.
It's the love, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, you got that type of love, bro. Like,
I get it, but fuck all that. We all y'all.
Hey,
I
we trying to
feel-
support. We trying to support.
No, so, I feel you. So when it comes to production, who were some of the producers? Now I can almost guarantee you. I'm gonna tell you if I'm wrong, but I can guarantee you there's probably one producer I think that you probably looked up to. But give me 3.
All right, you want me to give you the 3 first?
Yeah.
All right, of course, man. I'm not even gonna say Pimp C because that's
Yeah.
a given. But like, of course, Pharrell, and the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying, man. Like A-Rap music. I love A-Rap music.
Don't
DJ.
hear that a lot, but
Yeah.
that nigga's crazy.
Yeah, not even like I can't do no shit like that. But just like his
I don't-
sample selection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He does have a very unique sample selection,
Yeah,
bro.
he's kind of like
it's-
he's kind of like around with Alchemist and stuff like that.
Yeah, Alchemist is one of my favorites.
DJ
Absolutely.
Premier, bro. There's so many, bro. I can't just give you 3.
I thought you was gonna say Dilla.
Dog, of course. That's why I said I can't just give you 3. I can't just give
I
you
thought you was
3.
gonna say Dilla.
Netribus. Have you ever
Dog,
heard of him?
dog, Netribus.
He's like a Japanese producer. He
Never
actually he's actually pretty big, but it's that whole sound of just that jazzy
Now
type
that-
of hip hop. It came
That
from a
is a
lot from
really
that.
big influence. Cause like, man, like I like anime, man. I don't care what nobody says, man. When I was coming up, I used to like binge watch that shit, and a big reason why I'm like so into anime is because of Trey. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, Samurai Champloo, they have that intro. You know what I mean?
Right.
With the rapping, like these niggas was rapping on this anime, and I was like, "The fuck, these niggas rapping on?" I'm a kid, and I'm like, "These niggas rapping on this intro, bro? These Japanese people, that shit is tight as fuck."
Ironically, not to cut you off, we just got hip to this motherfucking. I forget what it's called right now, but their theme song at the beginning is like some rock and roll shit. At the end,
Straight up Travis Scott
some
Japanese
some
trap.
yeah,
Real?
shit live.
Hey,
I don't know what they say, but that shit sounds
Hey,
live.
dude. Hey, have y'all ever heard of Keith 8, bro?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, you're Ichima, bro.
Bro, look, we ain't even paying attention. We doing something else, and then all of a sudden I hear some traps, some sound like some Travis Scott shit. Nigga, I look up, I tell this nigga, I said, nigga, that's from the show. This shit live.
Dog, they fire out there, bro. Hey man, I ain't even gonna front with you. There's a lot of Japanese artists that are big influence. I don't even understand a fucking word they be saying, but just the frequency and the sound to just, I don't know, I guess a vibe with it. Like, man, just the production, everything. There's a lot of Japanese.
There's a There's a thing they got on Netflix about that.
Mm-hmm.
About the Asian artists here in America that, or even overseas that's trying to pop and shit.
Right.
They got Dumbfounded on it. They got a whole bunch of motherfuckers on
Yeah,
it.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah.
I sat there and watched that shit. That shit dope.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Like,
It's on Netflix.
honestly, like, I'm not like a producer as far as like making beats, but I feel like, I don't know, I know how to be like, hey, let's add this, or hey, let's get this. You know what I'm
Technically,
saying?
that's a producer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is definitely.